Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 13th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. If you're interested in entering to receive a free reading from me, put a turkey in the comment box. A person will be chosen at random and announced in a separate video. I will not be contacting you through the comment box, so be warned of any scammers. Don't fall for them. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com, which is also listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. So we have the Six of Wands reversed. If you have Libra in your chart, check out Libra's video because they also were crowned with the Six of Wands reversed, if I'm remembering correctly. We have the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have the Four of Cups reversed, angels and spirit guides. And we have the Fool reversed. There's something here that we know we have to embark on this new adventure, like this new chapter, this new way forward. But there's something we're afraid of. And that needs to be acknowledged. The fear needs to be acknowledged. And this new moon, which is in 20 degrees of Scorpio, is going to have us face this. And also, it is having us face what we truly desire, what we truly want. So with the Fool reversed, there's a sense of, I'm supposed to be moving forward. I'm supposed to be heading in this direction, but I'm not yet. Why? What's going on here? With the Four of Cups reversed, we're focusing on all the wrong things. And Spirit's like, hey, look over here. Hey, connect over here. See this. The Seven of Wands reversed is we're releasing fighting, which is actually a really great thing. The Seven of Wands reversed, it's like I don't always have to stand on guard. It's like holding your hand in a fist all the time. It's exhausting. Your hand cramps and will get tired, and you can do that for a long time, but you can't. So here, it's letting our bodies relax. It's looking at ourselves and saying, how do I need to relax? What do I need to release? And during this time in our world, during this time in our lives, it can feel very hard to relax and release. With the Seven of Coins. Pentacles are money or what we value as much as money. And the Seven of Coins is like, what are you planting? What are you growing? What do you want, Sagittarius? The Eight of Coins is hard work and dedication. We want to celebrate ourselves, but it's almost like don't look too good or act too wise, right? Don't put on airs, right? Don't it's self-praise things. That's the saying, right? And there's a sense here of I don't want to be too proud of myself or too braggadocious, or I don't even know how to celebrate me. And so those energies can come into play here, Sagittarius. And it's like, I want to celebrate me. I want to push things forward, but I don't even know how to. So acknowledging this is going to be really important during this time. because we're going to be moving on. Once we start to see ourselves, we're going to be like leveling up. It's like moving on to the next level in a video game. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Family. Your family, Sagittarius. Be it the family you've created or the family you've chosen or your family that you were born into. Family is very important. However that manifests itself in your life. And so here, knowing that family is going to be a really important thing during this new moon that connects us with what we truly desire, what we truly want. And so being open and honest with this is going to be very empowering. The energy that spirit wants us to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Four of Wands reversed. Has somebody gotten divorced? Has somebody like had this idea? A family could be the white picket fence, all that stuff. And it just isn't working out that way. And it's not a bad thing. It's just almost like we can get caught up in our life isn't matching the dream that we had. And we could have had that dream when we were 15 years old and our view of the world was limited. Our vocabulary for our world was limited. And now we're looking at things and saying, well, I don't have that dream. And spirit might be saying, you're moving towards the heart of the dream, or you have the heart of the dream. It's just not packaged the way you thought it would be. So being aware of this. Also being aware of taking care of yourself, your home, your body, the home of your soul is going to be very, very, very important. The Six of Wands reversed. We're having a hard time celebrating us. For whatever reason, we can feel like we're not worthy of it. That can definitely be the case. But I love the narwhals here. I just think, sea unicorns. We're having a hard time celebrating us. We're having a hard time seeing our joy and our beauty, our creativity, our successes. Or we could be thinking, I've come so far. And why does it feel like I'm failing now? So acknowledging this, acknowledging that we are astoundingly hard on ourselves, and acknowledging that we need to release. We need to release a fear of celebration of ourselves, a fear of success, a fear of letting others and ourselves down. But we need to start celebrating ourselves because there's a sense here of I'm surviving, but am I thriving? And it moves us to the Eight of Coins. This moon is actually going to be really great for us career-wise, okay, financially, looking at things and kind of getting our head screwed on right or getting ourselves focused, depending on where we are in our journey. It's looking at things and it's closing our eyes. The new moon is closing your eyes. It's resting. It's not, the full moon where the spotlight is on everything. Here it's closing the eyes and resting and connecting. And we're going to be really good at the details of things. We're going to be really good at the work of things. We need to connect. We need to ground ourselves. We need to say and see what we want and open up that door. That is going to be just so important and so powerful. The Eight of Pentacles, hard work, dedication, determination, focus. We are focused. We are tuned in. And what's really interesting is not only are we interested in honing our craft, right? Achieving and succeeding and bettering ourselves and moving ourselves forward, but we're also really interested in planting seeds, in new ideas, in moving things forward and opening up the door and saying, I can, right? I can get to where I need to be. I can open this door, move me forward, embrace what I want. I can connect with me. And the Seven of Coins is kind of sitting back and saying, I have to wait for this to ripen, but I'm planting the seeds. I'm taking care of things. I always think of strawberries. So it might sound funny, but I remember my paternal grandmother. She was like, you can have strawberries, right? And they can always be sweet. You just have to add a whole bunch of sugar to them, she was always very health conscious. So it was always very, very funny that she would do that so that she would always have sweet strawberries. But you can also put them in a paper bag and wait for them to ripen and then have naturally sweet strawberries. Both are delicious, actually preferred when I was little, most definitely the ones covered in sugar. But a little bit of patience will get you what you want. And here, I always think of that. A little bit of patience with the strawberries will get you what you want. And so here, there's a sense of connecting with your patience, connecting with what you desire, slowing down, looking at things in a different light. It's like, okay, I might not have it now, but can I build and have it later? And that's going to be a very important thing. And it moves us to the Seven of Wands, reversed. We have been like this. For whatever reason, we have a lot on our plate. And so we're tense. We're expecting a lot from ourselves. We have a lot of stresses, which just make us like stop. It's like that fight, flight, freeze. We're really good at either fighting or freezing. We can want to run away too, but our responsibilities hold us in place a little bit more. So just being aware of that. With the Seven of Wands, it's like, I'm tired of being always prepared for a fight. Always on my guard. Never, always on my guard. Never embracing, never connecting, never opening up the way I want to. And Spirit says, stand in your beliefs. Fight for what you believe in. Absolutely. Right? You're nobody's doormat. But I remember somebody said to me, you can only be a rug if you lie down. So don't lie down. Right? Don't let people walk all over you. Stand up for what you believe in. Be fierce, be powerful, but do not be always, on guard, always tense, because it's exhausting. We as human beings, we can't live like that for long. It just drains us. It overwhelms us. So we've been draining our battery, and our battery was already in red, right? It's already on empty, and we've been draining our battery. Now it's time to connect. Now it's time to recharge. Now it's time to balance ourselves. And it brings us to the Four of Cups. We're going to have a tendency to focus, right? Hyper focus on really what Spirit is saying. Oh, that's nonsense. It's nonsense, Sagittarius. Stop it. But we're going to be hyper focused on the things that haven't gone right, or how to make things, move in this direction or that direction. Spirit is going to be talking to us in a very real way, right? And it's going to be like, hey, look at this, walk this path, do this thing. And what we're going to initially think is, that's so much work. Like, are you kidding me? I'm already burnt out. Like, stop. I can't. It's going to feel like more burdens. It's going to feel like more put on your shoulders. It is. But it's actually going to lead you in the direction that you need to be. So Spirit's talking to you. You know it's Sagittarius. You know it. The moment I said it, you're going to hear, you're going to see something in your head or hear something. And it's like, oh, that's what I should be focusing on. That's what I should be doing. My ascendant is in Sagittarius. And as soon as Spirit said this, I saw exactly what they meant. And I was like, oh man, that's so much work. Are you kidding me? So here, acknowledging that. It's like, it's so much work, yes. But it's going to get you to where you want to be. It's going to open up the doors. It's going to move you forward. Because we have here the Fool reverse. We know that we're supposed to be entering into this new stage in our lives, right? This new way of moving forward. And Spirit is saying, jump, go for it. But we're afraid. We're overwhelmed. Remember, when you jump, you will fall. That's gravity. That's just what happens. But with the Fool reversed, we're very aware of being seen as foolish. We're very aware of being overwhelmed. We're very aware of where we've jumped and gone wrong in the past. But the past is the past. Wisdom, you just don't wake up one day and are wise. Wisdom comes through learning, through living, through connecting. The lines on our faces show us that we are becoming wiser. Hopefully. Here, with the Fool, there's a fear. How do I move forward? How do I step out of my comfort zone? How do I embrace what I want in my life? How do I have that dream? We're here for the hard work. We're here for the planting of the seeds. But we're tired of fighting. And our focus brings us, because we're so used to fighting, it brings us back to the fight. It brings us back to what needs to be done, what needs to be looked at. And it almost feels like I don't get to skip through fields anymore. Like I don't get to have fun. Everything's a responsibility. Everything's a burden. And the Fool says, every single hero's journey starts with the person being laughed at, with the person being told, oh no, you could never, right? Every single hero's journey. It's like, oh, that's ridiculous. When Perseus says he's going to go slay Medusa, that's ridiculous. You couldn't possibly. And he doesn't. But he was laughed out first. He was mocked and ridiculed. So being aware of this is super important. Being aware that you will mock yourself. You will laugh at yourself. You will look at all the joys and all the easygoing times and think, oh, they're done. They're not done. They're changing. You're finding a freedom forward. But right now, you're going through and everyone laughs. And that's okay. Let them laugh. Because when you start to succeed, when things start to change, everyone will be in awe. And then they will be saying, of course, Sagittarius, you did this. Of course you did. Like, I always believed in you. And then you can laugh. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, goodness. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So it's interesting here when Luna speaks, right? We're having a hard time celebrating ourselves. We're having a hard time moving forward in gratitude. Now, we can counteract this by doing something as simple as starting a gratitude journal, right? We can counteract this by starting our day saying 3 things that we are grateful for. But it's also connecting with the gratitude of our being. It's having that vibrational energy of gratitude, a connection with the ages, a connection with the faces that we've worn through past lives. And it says here, balance spiritual and the practical. And it's out of balance. They're both reversed, right? Gratitude and balancing spiritual and the practical, they're out of balance. So harmony-wise, we are out of balance with ourselves. And a Scorpio new moon is going to call that out. Because when you close your eyes, you will feel the discord. You will hear the discord. You can see the discord, depending on how you connect with the energy of this world. And so finding your balance, finding your harmony, looking at things and being open and honest, that's going to be a huge thing. Balance the spiritual and the practical. Because it is a Scorpio new moon. Because it is daring us to look at what we truly want in life and align ourselves with our soul's ambition for this incarnation, not just our ambition for, achieving and succeeding and getting things done. Make time to meditate. Make time to calm down. I mean, like, I need to hear that too, because it's always the first thing off the list, right? When life gets crazy, when things get intense, it's always the first thing off the list. Meditation, good night sleeps, all that stuff that really, really matters is the first thing we let go, or at least the first thing I let go. You are good enough. Your hard work pays off. You might be entering into a hiccup, right? You might be going through a stage where you're like frustrated and overwhelmed and everything like that. That's fine. Everybody has their season. Understand that. Like, be graceful with yourself. You are good enough. And I know I say this every time I see this card, but it is so true. When I first started using the Moonology deck, when I saw this card, it would make me so mad. It would make me so mad because I was like, you're not good enough, right? You're always supposed to be achieving. You're always supposed to be succeeding. You're always supposed to be like dissatisfied for where you stand right now and pushing the envelope and pushing the envelope. That's not a way to live. You are good enough. Who you are, where you stand. As long as you're coming through from a place of love, compassion, kindness, respect, you are good enough. You are enough. Let that vibrational energy run through you. It is time to take action. It is time to go after what we want, to take action and go after what we need to achieve. And we're going to do that. This is a time, not only on the 13th, but before and after, where we can be finding the symphony, where we could be finding the harmony within our work, within what we're achieving, what we're succeeding, what we're going after for. And it says here, it's time to release negativity. And that's the full moon in Scorpio. So that's when the light is turned on within us, right? It says, it's time to release negativity. We're planting our seeds. But what's so interesting is that we have the word release here. And then we have the word release here. And these are in the Queen of the Moon deck. And this is the Moonology. We are having trouble releasing. We are having trouble saying, okay, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't want this. I'm releasing. the negativity. And what's so interesting, in Spring Forest Qigong, they say release negativity like butterflies. Because they say it's always easier to connect with the beautiful. Like we as human beings, we connect with the beautiful very easily. And here, she's releasing the butterflies. So releasing the negativity, or not even negativity, just the energy vibration that is no longer right for your body. You don't have to think of it as good or bad. It's not right or wrong. It's just no longer for you, right? Releasing that from your body and seeing yourself move forward and seeing yourself lighten your load. But just knowing that it's going to be a little bit difficult and giving yourself permission to release, giving yourself permission to cry, giving yourself permission to let go. That is going to be a very important thing because you're planting the seeds. You're growing something bigger. And releasing the negativity, releasing the energy that's keeping you stuck is going to be so important. A new start is coming. It's reversed. Do we feel like a new start is coming? No. We feel like we were always like this, always tight, always tense, always on alert. And now we just feel tired. So a new start is coming, comes forward. And we're a little bit exhausted. And we don't quite believe it. But the unexpected is also coming forward. We're releasing the need or the feeling that we always have to be on guard. And we're saying, I'm releasing it. What happens in life happens in life. And then the unexpected starts coming forward. There's almost a fear of the chaos, which has been a growing theme during this moon, which we can totally understand based on the way the world is, based on life itself, right? Nobody ever likes chaos. Nobody says, ooh, chaos is so much fun. I mean, some people do, but I mean, usually we like a certain level of order, a certain level of predictability to our world. The unexpected is coming. It's bringing a new start that we've started to doubt would ever get here. Conclusions are within reach. They are. But it just doesn't feel that way. We are blossoming into ourselves. We are looking at kind of a road less traveled, a way divinity is saying, hey, look at this, connect with this, see this, understand this. We are finding that harmony. Here she's playing the violin, and it's like we're finding the harmony, the symphony, the beauty. Conclusions are within reach. But are we also listening to the energy that is around us? Are we also listening to what our soul deeply wants? And it brings us then to take time to breathe out. When we start our journey, we need to exhale. We need to take time to breathe out. A deep, powerful breath out. The sovereignty, the queen of the moon, is reversed. We can feel like this moon doesn't necessarily hold answers for us. Maybe it holds answers for others, but not for us. And that's not true. This moon, as we release, as we find our footing, as we start to say, what are my true desires, my soul's desires on this earth? We start to see ourselves moving forward with power, with intention, integrity, determination, becoming a little bit more focused, a little bit more alive. Take time to breathe out. Take time to ground yourself. Touch earth. As they say, ground yourself. Connect. Take time to connect with your body. Whether you do this through dance, Spring Forest Qigong, which I have linked in the description box if you want to, Tai Chi, however you do this. I like movement with it, as you could just hear from what I've listed. But however you do this, if you sit quietly, if you sit in meditation with like some knitting, some crocheting, some embroidery, however you do this, puzzles, it's time to breathe out. It's time to connect. And it's time to know that you are part of the Queen of the Moon. And the Queen of the Moon is part of you. The crown rests on your head because this is your life and you are the ruler of it. So embrace your empowerment. Even though right now we can feel really not that powerful. We can feel like, oh my gosh, we're just questioning everything. How do I move forward? How do I rule my own existence? But we're building up the energy to take that leap of faith and go after what we want in life. And it brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. Well, not energy to be mindful of, but spirit energy. And this is luminous reversed. Let yourself shine. Let yourself shine with the power of the moon. It's not that bright, radiant, blinding light of the sun. It's cooler. It's calmer. It's gentler. Let yourself shine with the light of the moon. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Seven of Pentacles. We have that energy right here, like we're planting the seeds. And I know in this card, right, this is the Druid Craft deck, and I know he's cutting down or she's cutting down Holly, whomever this is. But I always see it, it's ivy, right? It's growing on the tree. And in Celtic law, ivy was considered to be more powerful than an oak because it will fell an oak. A vine will wrap itself around the tree. It plants itself in the tree, sucks its life force out, and it will kill the tree. Slowly and steadily, it will. So even though they're taking this for ritual purposes, and I totally get that, it's like, be mindful that even something so sacred, even something so powerful, can be sucking the life out of something else. Be very mindful of the seeds that you are planting and how you are harvesting them and how you are moving forward for you. Our subconscious. Luna message, not Luna message. Well, yeah, it is a Luna message, but tarot message is the world. It's time to step out into the world. It's time to open the door and say, yes, I am moving forward. Subconsciously, we're looking at the bigger picture of the world. We're afraid of it, right? We can be afraid to take that step, most definitely. But we're looking at the bigger picture of the world. And we're saying, where do I stand here? This isn't jet setting. This isn't, bigger and better things. Well, it can be bigger and better things, but this isn't like, that one-upsmanship of the world. Like I can consume and have more. This is really saying, I open myself to the world. I stand in my power. And I see what my soul is being called to and how my spirit is being led forward. And I'm releasing fear. It brings us to our subconscious Luna message. Acceptance is reversed. We can have a hard time accepting the two sides of us, right? Accepting the duality of our being, our desires, our wishes, our wants. And then we have prosperity lies ahead. And that is just a fact. Accept yourself. Right now, it's difficult for whatever reason. For whatever reason in your story, in this time frame, it's a bit difficult. And that's okay. But know that prosperity lies ahead. Let yourself be prosperous. Let yourself shine. Sagittarius, you are a brilliant, brilliant individual. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising up our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time, of this moon, and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.